Welcome back, Paper Snippets. Today we're going to just make some simple book page pockets for our journal. I am going to distress them in some Christmas colors just to make it special for this journal that I'm working on, but you can use regular old just vintage distressing. So the first thing we want to do, get some old book pages. These are pretty thin. This is kind of an older book, not super old, but it's like fairy tales. So there's a lot packed in there. The pages are thin, so it works very well. It doesn't add a lot of bulk. So we're going to take 3 pages. Just going to separate them. And in our journal, I've already measured this, and it works out pretty well. Pages here are about 4 3/4, and our depth is about 7.5. So when I did the pages, the final is about 4 3/4, and tip to bottom is 7. So it's going to fit in pretty edge to edge for this one. So you're going to measure your journal. And so what you want to do on this particular book that I am using, the print is pretty much my guideline. So it made it super simple. So I'm going to take my homemade tear ruler, and I am just going to go down the edge. Go down this edge as well. And I'm going to go right here. I'm just going to take off this bottom, the numbering. You could leave it if you want and go from the top. Totally your choice. So I want about 7. So right here is where I want my top point of my dip. So to make them look consistent down, take your 3 pages, fold them gently in half. We're not creasing it. And we're just going to take and we're going to create a cutout. After that, we're going to decide how far apart we want each pocket. So we are here, and so for here we're right about here, and that is about the edge of the page for the bottom one. So I'm just going to turn it over. Just use my tear ruler again, and we're going to pull off those bottom 2. So now we have our base. I'm going to grab just going to grab this to cover. I'm going to ink this one in a distressed green. This is peeled paint. And I am just going to give this a little color. Now you're not going to see most of this, so I'm not going to ink the bottom part. Just down the edge a little bit, just in case. Take my next one. Again, we're going to ink the edge. And I had about 2 inches, I think, 1.5 inches. So I'll do about 3 down, 3, 4. And that'll make it enough to show. Now on the final, the top one, we are going to have to ink the whole edges. We're just going to go around and ink those. And this makes a super cute, quick pocket. Okie dokie. All right. Just move that out of the way. So I'll flip it over. All right. I'm going to take our middle page, flip it over. Glue our 3 sides. And we're about like this. Match up the centers. So we have this repeating look. Same thing for the top piece. Make our U 3 sides. And do that. Now here, some of this white is showing. I can trim it down or I can ink it. I'm going to just ink it now. If it seems long for the journal, then I will just cut it. Give it another little rip. All right. And that's really all we're doing. And this makes those pockets. So we have 1, 2, and then when it's on the page, you have 3. And you can decorate down here in the this part of the pocket. We can throw a little guy down here. Or whatever else you need. And give that a little bit of more Christmas flavor. Because we don't really want this to be about the words. We want this to be, you know, about pockets. All right, so there are 2. Let's make another one together here. We have 1, 2, 3. I don't want necessarily a title of the story. I don't want to distract. So I'm going to take that one off the top, put this one here. 2, okay. 3, and we're going to do the same thing. Just gonna use the tear ruler. Make this one a little more narrow and take some of the words here. I'm not a fan of this. Take that part off. I want, again, about 7. So I'm going right about here. A gentle fold. And that's where I'm going to start my pocket tear. Okay. Stagger them. Flip it over. this time we'll ink in this reddish burnt sienna color. I don't really have a bright red chalk ink, so, or distress ink. Oops, I don't need to do the bottom. So I use this one. It's got a little bit of a reddish cast to it. I should turn this over so I have the same ink. It's already dry, doesn't matter. This is our top piece, so we're going to ink the whole thing. Blend that one out. Ink on my finger. All adds to the distressing. Our middle. Okay. Piece. Okay. All right. So there we go. We have 3 of them. Let's grab some stickers or some decorations for these. I like these bordered pieces. Give it a little bit right here. The same thing. For that. And let's see what else we could put on there. We do have some of our Victorian headshots there. We have our, I don't really like those. Let's see. Need some smaller ones. Okay, I don't hate that. Let's get rid of some of those sparkles. let me go get a paper punch for this one. Let's pull some. Pull this little couple here. Trim a little more off. I can get more of her bonnet. Okay, let's see how those two look. Let's glue down our reindeer. This one's a little more whimsical. Oops. Okay, we'll fix that in a second. Might have been a little too generous with the glue, but I want it to get, I think the glitter is holding up so it doesn't adhere well. All right, I do want to ink these guys though. So let me I'll do the red again. Oops, here's my red. Just go around here. These two together. With a little artful angle. And maybe I will get a bit of holly leaf. I saw here. But I'm gonna fussy cut this a little more than what it is. It's got a lot of weight. That's better. I'm going to ink this one in Vintage Photo. Let me just get this guy a little more Vintage Photo here too. Take some of the white down. Okay. All right, so there we go. We've got a couple here. Maybe put a word with Santa. Let's see what I've got. Let's go with December 25th. Trim this down. it's not super straight, but it works. Give it a little edge. Still needs more. Let's see. I like the color, but it's a little too much. Not feeling it, not feeling it. If we put December 25th on a label. Big label. Not bad. Not loving it though. To our bits. Nope, not loving that either. Okay, let's go for styles don't match. All right, we're gonna go back to that green paper. We're just gonna trim this down. I like the trees. Just gonna tuck them in here. Just a little piece. We'll kind of follow the line there. Okay, I do like that. And we can put the December on top. And I'll kind of take the focus off the words here. Okay, not bad, maybe a little gem or something there when I finally put it in. All right, let's take a look at our final projects here. Not too bad. We can pull our journal up and put one in. So let's find a page. Right there on the front. Move it too close to that pocket. Belly band. Pocket. Maybe the back page here. I do like that. I do want to take some of this white down. Oh. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to tuck this bad boy right here. And I'm just going to take down some of the white edges. Let's give it a warmer feel. Center there. Okay, that's better. Not so stark. I'm going to get the edges just a little heavier. Okay. And then when we do this, remember the top one's going to be a pocket, I mean this bottom one's going to be a pocket too. It's now on the top. So we're not going to glue the whole thing, just the edges. All right. And there we go. Give this a little second, and then we'll put some mock-ups in here. Use this big guy again. Not quite dry enough. I'll pick a thicker one, a thinner one, I mean. One. Two. A little bit of a shorter one. Three. So there you go. So quick and simple and easy. All right. Oh, I'll take that one out. And we're moving along. Thanks for joining, everybody. Have a great day.